So the XC's coming along. I've been tinkering away at it for several months now. I think I started at the middle of last year, but I've been away to America, and then I was finishing off Harry's car. Then I had a very big job, a 69 RT Charger for customers. So this has just been tinkering away in the background. You know, it takes a bit of time here and then. I do a little bit extra to it. So I got it to the point where it's basically ready for its final rub down. All the door jambs are painted, and all the rust has been taken care of. Quite a lot of work with rust repairs, but typical of this era. But this car, it's also saying that it was actually better in some areas than some cars. It didn't have rust in the A-pillars, inner wheelhouses, inner lower quarters, inner sills are all good. It was basically only the outer panels. They'd been fiberglassed in the previous paint job, which made a real mess, caused quite a lot of damage. So that's all been rectified. It's been a pretty big job, but really enjoyable. I've been really looking forward to getting this painted and getting it back on the road. The back of the car, putting it all back to stock, except I'm still running the station wagon rear bumper, which I had on it back in the day, and I'm going to refit that back again. I did replace the tailgate with a new lower tailgate, which didn't fit. It took quite an amount of work to get that all lined up properly, to line up with the body lines on the quarter panel and close properly, and then allow the tailgate, the upper tailgate, to shut. So it's quite a bit of messing around, but more than it should be. I also did this here. I modified the quarter panels. So these used to go out at an angle like that to match the little bumperettes I used to have now, because I've got a station wagon rear. They're at a 90 degree. So both sides are rusty on the outside anyway. So you know what? Since I've got to do it anyway, I changed the quarter panel. So at least when the bumper's on there, it looks like it's sort of meant to be there, as opposed to there was just a big opening sort of triangle out the middle of nowhere. The bumper actually comes out past it. It doesn't actually sit inside there. It actually sits out like that, just a little bit. So anyway, it's just a little thing that I've done. And when I did, I can show you around here, when I did the, mind you, also to say there's lots of time and effort put into doing body lines and gaps and getting it all to sit right, because there's so many adjustments in so many ways, and I hate body lines that don't match up. So I spent quite a bit of time getting these as nice as I could, with a nice gap, not too big, not too small. It's bigger than a modern car, but that's how they were back in the day. And then inside the door jambs in its proper colour, in its orange. Got some dirt in there. And it'll be running new rubbers. I've got new rubbers in there now. And you know, door fuzzies and all that will be new. Most of it's original to the car though. So that all looks good now. And then also we had the motor out. I've got to put a new windshield in, that's coming up. And I took the motor out, partly to detail the motor up. This is not, I'm not going for show quality, I just want it to be nice, tidy driver. But the motor had a rear main leak, and while I had the motor out, I cleaned the motor up, painted it, and discovered it was actually a 302. It was advertised as a 351, but I suspected it was a 302 all along, which it was, which is fine. That's how the car was back in the day when I had it. Got a 4-barrel thermoquad, and I don't know if you know anything about thermoquads. The thermoquads make a cool sound. I really like thermoquads when they're working well. And I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. If you want to ever get an idea what a thermoquad, I think it's a thermoquad in The Driver with Ryan O'Neill. They make that fantastic sound when you open up the second barrels, mate. There's a big growling sound like it's going to try to swallow you up. So I really wanted to put the thermoquad on there, which I have. They had a Holly on it before. But that's how it came out. They would have had a V8 with a thermoquad back in the day. So I've just put it back to the way it would have been stock. Orange rocker covers, being a 302. And trying to just keep it as original looking as possible. As a side note, I did water pump, radiator hoses, heater hoses. I did a heater core. I did Welsh plugs. I did, fuel pump radiator. It's got a big 3-core radiator in it now. I also did, plugs, just general stuff to make the thing reliable. Put in a new washer bottle, a new master cylinder, so that when I get in and drive it, it should be reliable. I shouldn't have any real problems. A little side note, if you don't know your Clevelands or some of the little traps you can fall into, this had a real bad rear main leak. It just leaked everywhere, and it had been replaced. It had a urethane, a modern style urethane rear main seal, which is available now. And you always cock them slightly off centre so that the joint of the two seals, top and lower, aren't right on the line of the sump. But what they hadn't noticed was there's a little pin that sticks out of the bottom of the rear main cap that stops the rope seal, which they had originally, from slipping. So this little pin that just sticks up only about 1/16 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch maybe, and it stops the rope seal from slipping around when they put them in back in the day. But what they didn't notice when they put the urethane seal in later is they hadn't removed or tapped that little pin back. So that pin sticks up a little bit, you put your seal in, crush it all back together again, and it distorts the rear seal, and it wears super fast because it's been all distorted. And that's exactly what happened here. So they had a big flat on the bottom of the rear main seal where it had worn half the rear main seal out. So that's also been rectified. So now it's just a matter of rubbing the car back on the outside. Making it nice and shiny, and then I can spend some time detailing it, putting grill in and all the good stuff later on. New windscreen, as I said. And then interior, that's another stage. I'll go through that later. So anyway, that's a bit of an update. It's looking really good. I can't wait to get it up and running. I got some brand new 12 slots for it. These wheels have been on it right back since the 90s. They're 14 by 7 12 slots. And I bought some 15 by 7 12 slots. So I'm going to run a slightly bigger wheel, but still in the original chrome that it was when I had it back in the day. So I don't want to change the look. I just like a little bit bigger wheel. They look a little bit small on the car, in my opinion. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get the thing finished. And by the way, look at my little birdies coming to visit. Mag, you come in for some brekkie. Hey, you want a biscuit? You want a bit of shortbread? I'll get you a bit of biscuit. What do you reckon? Okay. Beautiful. Lovely song. Thank you. Finally taped up, ready to go. Really good. The hardest part is the height of the car. I've got to try and get up on top. See how it comes out up, mate. Yeah. Shiny, still noisy, the draft's still on. Do a quick walk around. Looking pretty good. It'll need a rub and a cut like usual, but that's pretty normal. I'm happy with the finish. Looks pretty straight down the sides, which I'm happy with. And the finish, it'll flatten out a little bit over the next couple of days. And then I'll give it a rub and a cut. It'll come up really nice. So yeah, it's looking really good. Go around the back. One step forward, another one back.